Hello, welcome to my channel, A Blessed Budget. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you're notified that I am budgeting. Before I get started, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for returning and coming back to budget with me and support me during this financial journey as I navigate through how to make my money stretch through the month. And to all of my viewers, I hope after this video, you would consider subscribing. Hello, how is everybody doing? I'm doing good. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at May paycheck budget tracker for the first week, but we are also going to be looking at the calendar spread for May. As you can see, May is a light month in bills. So we are going to go ahead and get started with the first week of May, which runs from really like the 1st through the 6th. So this is week 1 for me. We have a couple of bills, so let's go ahead and take a look at the bills. And also, if you pay attention to this column right here, we do have an income change. So let's jump right into what we got going on. Okay, so we are looking at May's paycheck budget tracker for April 30th through May 6th. So we are going to go ahead and get started with our income. So for source number 1's income, it did decrease, and that is $850. And our May start balance from last month, we rolled over $31.63. So that gave our income total to be $881.63. So by my income, or by income being decreased like this, you have to sacrifice a lot of things, including certain bills. So you guys will see that later on in the month on what got sacrificed. So we are going to start with the rent. The rent is budgeted. The rent is due on the 1st, and it is budgeted at $120. Life insurance is an automatic payment due on the 1st at $31.31. Best Buy due on the 3rd at $50. OnStar, a automatic payment due on the 3rd at $31.99. Discover due on the 3rd at $54.42. Half of the car note due on the 5th at $160. Internet automatic payment due on the 5th at $54.99. Apple Care automatic payment due on the 5th at $3.49. Pandora, an automatic payment due on the 6th at $4.99. We are going to go ahead and do some calculations with our calculator. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to add up all our bills so we can get our bill total for week 1 of May. So we have 120 plus 31 plus 50 plus 31.99 plus 54.42 plus 160 plus 54.99 plus 349 plus 4.99. That gives us a bill total of $511.19 for week 1. Okay, we are going to subtract 88163, subtract 511.19. That gives us a leftover of $370.44. We, as far as this paycheck tracker, I'm not pulling any variable expenses from. So we have a leftover of $370.44. Envelope total is 0. We are left with $370.44. I am going to go ahead and bring that up here to our sinking funds. $370.44. Emergency will get its $20. As always, the first week of the month, that leaves us with $350.44. So we are going to go ahead and bring that down to extra debt, $350.44. We are not contributing to extra debt this week. So we are going to go ahead and have that left over of $350.44. So our extra savings, we are going to go ahead and just roll this over to next week to help us pay for bills next week. This is going to be labeled rollover number 1 at $350.44. So our savings total is $350.44 with a 0 left over. That just states that all of our income has a name to it. So this is our paycheck budget tracker for week 1 of May. It is pretty simple, short, and straight to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys May's paycheck budget tracker for week 1 for the second account that I have to track. Okay, so we are looking at part 2 of May's paycheck budget tracker for the same week, and this is out of my Ally account. So I am doing 2 paycheck budget trackers each week because I am tracking 2 different accounts. So we are going to go ahead and look at what we have budgeted. So we have source number 4 budgeted at $52. And then we have our source number 2 budgeted at $740. May start balance, there wasn't none on this paycheck budget tracker. So we're going to add up our income total. So our income total for week 1 of May, part 2, I'm going to have to label it part 2 because it is part 2 of our tracker. So that equals $792.00. The only bill that we have to cover with this paycheck this week is our YouTube TV. And that is $72.99. So we are going to subtract $72.99. That gives us a bill total of $719.01. We are going to go ahead and take our $792 and we're going to subtract $719.01. That gives us, whoa, not the right answer. 792 subtract 72.99. That gives, oh dang, I wrote it backwards. That's what it is. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, hold on, how I'm getting these numbers like this? Okay, so the leftover is $719.01 and our bill total is $72.99. Okay, so we have $719.01 left over for this week's first week of May's part 2 paycheck budget tracker. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just transfer this down here to our envelopes. So our envelopes this week, I am pulling variable expenses from this account and not the other account. So I am going to budget $40 for gas, household, and we're going to hold off on household until we get the bills cleared first for the month. And then I can sit down and see how much everything is and what I have left over to buy household products with, because by income being decreased, like I said, we have to be very, very careful on what we do with our income. And by that being said, I am the responsible one. I gotta make sure things are paid from these 2 different accounts. So we have $719.01 left, and I am going to subtract $40. That gives us a leftover of $679.01. Our envelope total is $40. So what I did, I went ahead and just made a copy of this page, and I stapled it on my this page, the cash envelope page, because I don't even use cash envelopes. So I don't really need this page at all. So I just stapled it on the back of the page so I can go ahead and just, use it. Okay, so for our extra savings, we have rollover number 2. We have that budgeted at $679.01. So this is the money that's going to help us pay for next week's bills for week 2 of May. So this is how I am setting up for May and probably for the rest of the months, for the rest of the year until I can see what could happen, or if not, it's going to be a new thing. I'm going to be tracking on 2 separate budget trackers for 2 different accounts. Okay, so this is a look at May's first week of May's budget tracker for the week of May, and this is going to be an interesting month, so you guys stay tuned for the rest of the month. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today in this budget with me. I do appreciate it so much. You guys come back for our closeout for week 1 of May, and then we'll be setting up week 2. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.